Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please welcome, making his return to IWC, the self-professed king of Cleveland, the big daddy of destruction, and he demands that you give it up one time for J-Rocc City!
J-Rocc is back in IWC. We thought maybe it would never happen, but J-Rocc is here, and he always, BC Steel, has something on his mind.
Well, J-Rocc is a great speaker. He's a man of the people. I personally love J-Rocc. And Joe, you know what we're going to do right now?
What's that?
Raise your fingers. We're going to give it up one time.
Yeah, I've got one finger for J-Rocc. J-Rocc made his IWC debut in the summer of 2004. And since then, he really worked out a successful run here. IWC Tag Team Champion along with Ray Rowe. They were the Cleveland Mafia. They set the IWC Tag Team division on fire for a number of years, along with the Gambinos.
This is a party. This is a Saturday night. This is an anniversary. This is the 16th anniversary of one of the most prestigious independent promotions in the United States today. Get up off your feet and give it up one time for the IWC today.
That's not the man of the people I'm used to.
16 years, baby. And I've been traveling from Cleveland, Ohio for about 13 of them. Whether it's here, whether it's at the Palisades, whether it's in White Oak, Turkeytown, IWC's been all over. From Norm Connors. How many of y'all been here since Norm Connors, huh? How about Chuck Cuzzy, huh? Chuck's IWC, all the way up to my man Justin Plummer here. And throughout the years, matter of fact, see where that big bright shining light is? I don't know how many of you have been here for a long time, but I remember a night in this building when the man now known as Corey Graves stood right up there. Sterling James Keenan told the Courtside Sports Center to stay down. And now he's on Monday Night Raw. Now he's representing all across the world. Matter of fact, as I look around this building, there's moments all over. Right here, come here. Right here, where I'm standing and where you're standing, these people and hundreds more saw Broken Matt Hardy back when he was still Matt Hardy version 1. The first time he stood in the ring with the phenomenal AJ Styles. Right here in IWC.
Monroeville Sports Center, July 2005.
Ray Rowe and Shane Taylor to, hey, Chris Maruso, you say you want to prove a point against Don McChesney? I was there, you were there, some of you were there. Tonight, low-key tried to spike Don McChesney, and Don McChesney became a man at the expense of low-key.
Super Indy 4 at the Palisades.
Became a man in a steel cage against the new Ring of Honor World Champion, Christopher Daniels, right here in IWC. So tonight, Chris Maruso, good luck with the greatest Super Indy champion in IWC history. Whether it's John McChesney, whether it's Sterling James Keenan, Ray Rowe, Shiva Zion back there tonight as DJC. From one end of this building to the other, wrestling history happened right here in the IWC.
What did he say about McChesney?
Which brings us to tonight. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am one half of the greatest tag team in IWC history. I am a former IWC tag team champion. I'm the big daddy of destruction. Get up off your feet and give it up one time for J-Rocc City. And I've got something for you. And
that stuff, Joe. I said all those nice things, and then he called out.
J-Rocc has an open challenge this evening. We'll see who will step up to the plate. It's a great chance for somebody to prove themselves against one of IWC's most decorated tag team competitors, or for J-Rocc to prove that he's still the man. Country Hammer Jamie Jamison made his debut. What is this? Marshall the Bull Gambino? Where did Marshall come from?
Well, Joe, did you hear what he said about the one half of the greatest tag team in IWC history?
And Marshall just said greatest tag team my ass in response to J-Rocc's claim.
Well, when I'm thinking of the greatest tag teams, I think the Gambino brothers that set the standard. Oh, what? Wait a minute.
That's shade in your face. But this thing's broken down in a hurry. I think Shane was inspired by J-Rocc's words and takes offense to Marshall coming out here. God! Suplex to the 280-pounder.
No, wait a minute. Nobody said a thing about Shane in your face out here.
Nobody said a thing about Marshall the Bull being out here.
Well, he was provoked. That's what happens, Joe.
I guess someone disagrees with him about who the greatest team is. Hey, the Gambinos were great. When you talk about tag title reigns, they are the greatest of all time in terms of amount, but obviously J-Rocc looks at his body of work with Ray Rowe, and he's very proud of it.
Joe, I don't think anybody will forget the great four-way scramble matches in IWC history with the Gambino brothers, sexual harassment, the Hollywood Bulbs, and Ray Rowe and J-Rocc. But to say that they're the greatest tag team, come on, Joe. Come on. We'll pretend the microphone is on. It's the Gambinos. Come on, say it.
Listen, the Gambinos came out here, whatever it was, a year or so ago. Ouch. And the Gambinos won a three-way matchup involving sexual harassment and the Founding Fathers. And in essence, amongst those three teams, they established that, okay, the Gambinos are the greatest team in IWC history, but do you really expect a J-Rocc to not disagree?
Well, Joe, it's one thing to not agree. It's another to disrespect Marshall Gambino. Not a lot of people disrespect Marshall Gambino.
Marshall's angry at everyone, okay? I don't talk to him, and I don't think he likes me. There's no way to make this guy happy unless he's beating somebody up.
Well, I hope he gets his opportunity then to be very happy. Marshall and I have a great rapport. And let's talk about Jamie Jamison here. Looked very impressive in Rural Valley, a powerhouse.
Well, we know Jamie Jamison is the Country Hammer, and he's used to accepting open challenges. He stepped up to the plate, and Wardlow put out an open challenge a couple of weeks ago. And I'll tell you what, Jamie, in just his first match, looked like for a while there he might have something going for himself. We might have seen the upset of IWC 16-year history.
Now, Joe, I got to ask again. Did somebody say Shane in your face?
What, there's a cover there? 2 and no.
I didn't see the Shane in your face spotlight shoot in the air like he's coming out here like he's Batman.
Shane in your face was very nearly the Super Indy champion at the end of Rural Valley. Suffered a severely injured hand when one of his strikes missed LaRusso. LaRusso had ducked and Shane had struck the ring post. But if not for that hand injury, Shane might be Super Indy champion today.
Well, it made me very...
Oh, God.
And well, now Shane in your face has a beard, face, and mouth injury. And, I'm still upset that I was banned from that match. There's still legal repercussions and things going on. I'm all for Klempt right now.
What is wrong with you?
Well, you're bringing up stuff that I don't want to talk about, that we don't need to discuss when we talk about LaRusso being the Super Indy champion. Now we're talking about disrespecting one half of the greatest tag teams of all time. And I said all those nice things about J-Rocc, and then he bamboozled me.
J-Rocc's a John McChesney guy. They have a relationship going back forever. And Marshall yelling at J-Rocc. There's that slide through and the uppercut. Marshall is as surly and angry as ever. Saw him in a wild matchup in Rural Valley. Saw Marshall dive over the top rope onto his opponent. That's how angry he got. We've seen him assault people with police batons and tasers over the years.
Well, he's a guy not to mess with, Joe. He's a guy that that you want on your side, and he's a guy that you want to be friends with. Not that you would know about that because he doesn't like you, but
Gambino's, what, 4 or 5 time tag team champions over the years? With nice guy Mickey, terrorizing North Carolina right now, 2 count. J-Rocc looking for a tag. J-Rocc, a tag team veteran. We'll see if he can instill some of that onto Shane in your face.
And I'll tell you, Jameson's got the upper hand. Shane in your face. Oh, well.
Oh, double clothesline. You can see the contact on that collision. And you got to believe Shane's hand is not 100%. He doesn't have it heavily taped, but you got to believe he's still feeling the effects of that matchup just a couple of weeks ago. Can he get the J-Rocc, get the fresh man in?
Well, both men are planted dead center in the middle of the ring. It's going to be a test to see who gets to their partner first.
Here comes Marshall, here comes J-Rocc. Oh, it's like 2006 all over again, Ben. Cleveland Mafia versus the Gambinos. And J-Rocc with a jumping back elbow.
Well, Joe, if it's going to be 2006 all over again, then what we're going to see is J-Rocc getting beaten down by Marshall Gambino. That's how I remember it.
Oh. Well, certainly that happened, and the Cleveland Mafia got their own licks in as well. Ray Rowe has suplexed Marshall across the ring more times than we can recollect. Russian leg sweep, only 2. The country hammer interrupts. This guy is just no frills. He's double tough. He's a self-admitted redneck, and he just loves to fight.
And Joe, this is giving me flashbacks to 2006. I'm half expecting Vendetta to run into the ring. Maybe we'll get Maverick, Spider Mask.
Spider Mask was not 2006.
In spirit, he was.
I wouldn't mind seeing Jimmy DeMarco take your job up there.
That's 2, Joe. You only get 3.
3 what?
3 strikes and you're out.
J-Rocc, he'll only have 1 strike here. He's on the top rope. High-risk situation. J-Rocc's not someone we used to see fly in IWC, but the crossbody connects near fall.
And you said it, J-Rocc, not a guy we're used to see to take to the air, but that just shows you what the legacy of the tag team division means to him.
Without a doubt, but Marshall able to adapt and adjust with Jameson as well. J-Rocc's got the country hammer. Marshall does not see Shane in your face. Shane ducks. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there's some shades of Ray Rowe. Bald guy with a big beard dropping Marshall on his head. I love it.
And I'll tell you, Marshall Gambino is a big boy to be tossing around like that. So I may not like Shane in your face, but I got to give credit right there.
Shane in the faces of Marshall and Jamie. Shane in your face a little bit better every time we see him.
And they're going to have to get one of these guys in the ring.
And, Marshall went downstairs on J-Rocc.
Oh, I missed it. I was looking at it.
Everybody connected with the guardrail on impact, so everybody's even more injured than that dive normally would have done, as Marshall has the leg of Shane in your face, and that allows Jameson to get a roll up here, stacks him up, and Jamie's going to beat him. Country Hammer and Marshall the Bull, could this be a new alliance forged here in IWC Wrestling? We'll have to see, but regardless, the homecoming of J-Rocc after many years out of IWC Wrestling didn't go the way he planned, and J-Rocc taking out his frustrations on Jameson, and J-Rocc instructing Shane to beat him up. This is the old J-Rocc. This is the remorseless J-Rocc that instilled that killer instinct in Ray Rowe and Shane Taylor and in a number of others. And we saw a very courteous, respectful J-Rocc at the outset, but when things don't go his way, J-Rocc's true self comes out. But Jamie Jameson gets the pinfall for he and Marshall the Bull, and nobody likes J-Rocc as usual.
You know, I'm old. You know, I'm one of like the originals here. It's like a birthday to me. Yeah, thanks. 13 years, long time. But you know, it's one thing. I don't got too many matches left in me. And I see the writing on the wall. What does it say? And you know, guys, well, the writing wall says this. There's a bunch of new guys in the back. They're just as good, if not better, than some of us guys. Don't get me wrong. Where we need to go, we go. Yeah. But these just guys just do it more frequently. So, seeing that writing on the wall, I'm going to put myself with winners. The people that I think are going to go to the top. I'm with you. I've been watching you for a while. And you really, really surprised me at the Roll Valley show. Yeah! You know, so, like I said, I like to be with winners. Right. And if you'll have me, I'd like to be with you. I'll be your partner. Not like that, you dirty bastard. That's more of an STD thing. But I'd like you to be my partner. You know, if you would have me. Anything's possible. We'll go to the top. Unfortunately, you're not in that equation.
What? Marshall the Bull with an impassioned speech. We thought it was to Jameson and Shane.
It's a tough lesson to learn. You'll thank me later.
Marshall the Boy, tag team legend in his own right, has a new protege, and it's the man that maybe stood out the most coming out of IWC's Proving Ground, Country Hammer Jamie Jameson. But what will Shane in your face's response to Marshall and Jamie's actions be?